Stop, see, and listen. Love is a simple beauty, revealed in stillness. Yeah. Quiet down, settle down. Let yourself be loved. Look at the parts of yourself you don't really care for. And then, love them. Love is the simple beauty. Yeah. That's a haiku for this week of January 22nd, 2018. Here we go. Here we go. 2018, going to be one of the best years ever for all of us as a world, as a society, and for change. The I Ching speaks about it today as it talks about following and adapting in number 17, S-U-I, sui. Above is dui, the open, free, the unhindered. Below is zen, to shake, to excite, and to inspire. Yeah, man, sometimes you got to shake somebody to inspire them. But first, shake yourself. Really. Shake yourself. Then you can spread the word. The wisdom in following, adapt. In following, be not blind, but know you will be changed. Ain't nothing wrong with following, but man, choose well. Choose well. You know, we're all seasonal creatures. I don't think we realize it really. You know, we change with the seasons. We change with the month. We change with the light and the dark. We change as the weather changes, when there's less sunlight, more sunlight. We're changed by emotions. We're changed by passion. We're changed by suffering. We're changed by joy. So we better damn well make good use of change, because it's there and that ain't going to change. We're signaled now that we are all, as a planet, as a people, and because the I Ching brings up this particular hexagram at this moment in time, no mistakes, we're at a turning point, a change of inner seasons. You got to take your time, because you can't speed up the sunrise and you can't make slow the sunset. So it is with great change that approach to you now. These changes are inevitable. Yeah, number 17, following and adapting. We got to adapt. Questions are to be asked of self at this turning point. Have you been following an idea begotten from an inner voice, or are you being presented with a person or a new plan of action that has the potential to alter your life as you know it? It requires careful consideration and self-examination, because you're coming to reveal and to trust yourself to act on what you see as your own truth without coercion by societal norms and beliefs. This is the road less traveled. That expression that we use when we realize that we're here alone, man. And it's here that we must make the preparation as we come to the time of decisions at this moment in time, this prescient moment. As societal changes are emerging at a rapid rate, there will be presented to you an opportunity to follow an ideal. Or it may be that you have an inner knowing that is just right there in your belly. That it's time. It's time to take a role of leadership to facilitate change. Change now will have multiple faces, all occurring simultaneously, and this can be confusing. You'll see the face of change on the street, and you'll feel the corresponding changes within. Don't pay attention to the changes that they're showing you in the media, on television, and newspapers. That's not what it's about. See it on the street. When the call comes, either from within or from outer forces, Earth's guardians, that's us, it's time to do something for the betterment of your life and the lives of your community and tribe. Consider carefully whether you will take a role of leadership, or are you going to choose to follow and support the great changes that are of necessity at this turn of the cosmic wheel. You know by now that you cannot pull the covers over your head and wait until it is all over and it's all back to normal. It doesn't work that way anymore. There's no more normal as we once knew it, you know. We were told, you know, either be normal, don't be normal. It doesn't work that way anymore. If you're considering following a person or an idea, or if you find yourself in a position to be followed, be certain your reasoning is clear and that your intentions are pure and clean. Man, if you pursue leadership based on gaining power or to make yourself look better, it's danger. It's a recipe for disaster. Be clear within if the ego's temptation is saying follow a person, an ideal, because, you know, everybody's doing it, might as well. Peer pressure comes, or because it's going to make you look good to have that association, or maybe you'll be able to make more money if you do that. That's not the decision, you know, the way to find that decision. A decision in the light of the ego, of the greed of the ego, it may bear fruit. Often it does, but soon that fruit will be tainted and toxic. It is that way within families or associations where there was denial of what was just behind the shiny attraction. It is a flowering that soon fades as a not so pleasant truth is revealed, and we know where that goes. Consider the Zen archer. The Zen archer becomes the arrow. The arrow carries the heart and the soul of the archer to the target. Before the arrow is released, it has already hit its mark. That's the truth. The message of this hexagram notes that there is a calling occurring right now, a calling to follow a person or an idea or a big change. Possibly there's an inner calling to follow the truth of what you know in your heart is right. In any case, it's a calling to act for the greater good. It's time for change. You know it, and you've been waiting for it. Be clear about the ego's role in self-determination. This is of utmost importance now, and often in times of change, there is confusion as you look to the changes that are occurring all around you. The temptation to go for great change without a plan, without preparation, by just jumping in, abandoning the need for the inner changes that you must make before you jump. That's a mistake, because if you do this before, you cannot be of service. You can't be benefit to your tribe. You can't be a benefit to your family. You can't be a benefit to your business, your relationships. And ultimately, you cannot be a benefit to yourself. It's folly, a recipe for disastrous income to prepare, or to rather not prepare yourself for the great changes that are coming. For the changes will come, and there is no doubt about that, as you move forward. There is a road, or rather to find on your road, stillness. Come to the stillness of your practice. In that stillness, consider the life-changing events that are right there before you, because they are. And make sure you've made your preparation before you make your move. Now, there's no doubt the I Ching, the information from the Taoist masters, it calls for hard work. Nothing better than work. You know, we're not going to get there if we don't work hard, right? And that's as it should be. We should have hard work ahead of us. But this hexagram also calls for balance. And what balances hard work is rest and ritual and celebration. So you must be rested. You must be clear when you come to a turning point such as this. Whether it's in your career, your friendships, your relationships, business endeavors, or in your inner journey. Take time to be good to yourself, compassionate, nourish your days with meditation, with music, with play, whatever gives it to you. Man, maybe it's working in the garden, walking in the park, reading that book that you want to pull off the shelf and read again. Just keep your balance. Make a practice of being a good and a compassionate friend. Be that friend to yourself. Be that friend to others. Friendship is not to be taken lightly. You know, whether you choose to follow some person who you idealize, or there's a great idea, a great principle that you think, I can follow this and it's going to help me, make sure that you're still long enough to hear and accept the guidance so you can take your proper place in sequence and tradition. Be gentle and compassionate. Communicate with clarity so there's no doubt of your intention to act for the greater good. To lead, to be followed. Kind of the same thing in lots of ways. Because it always changes. Sometimes we lead and sometimes we follow. It's a human condition. Just like love is. Choose to love. Choose to allow yourself to be loved. Stop, see, and listen. Love is a simple beauty revealed in stillness. Yeah. Go into your work with a solidarity of mind, heart, and soul. Do something each day to care for your soul. Is it loving? Is it kindness? Is it embracing the dark side? These are all needs of that soul, that thing we don't know quite what to call it, like we don't know quite what to call love. But man is there, and we can address it because it's different for all of us. As we open up and feel us on this unending circle of beauty, of light, and purity of our soul's journey here on earth. In Lakesh Alakin, I am the other you. And I like it that way. Sweet spirit rising out there. Let your spirit rise above the horizon. Let it be shiny as the sun. Let it be as subtle as the moon. The light to bask in is the light of your soul. I love you. Namaste. Namaste, my sisters. Namaste, my brothers. Love the one you're with. If that's you, get to work. Namaste. Namaste.